What up, YouTube? You might notice that I'm sleeping in a bed. Things are looking up for old Cody. You know what I mean? No longer sleeping on the floor. Got a bedroom set for free. You know, you guys want a rant though? Because I'll give you a rant. I'll tell you, you want to know what makes me mad? Everything in my life. Because yeah, this bed is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It is tight to not sleep on a mattress on the floor. I really enjoy it. Thoroughly. But you know what this bed, this comfy bed, makes me do? Makes me even lazier. I mean, physically speaking anyway. I like to believe that I'm very mentally active. That's what I always try to explain, you know. I'm mentally active. I think all the time. All the time. I'm thinking right now about pancakes. But I'm just not very physical, you know. I'm not the kind of guy that likes to get his hands hurting and making other people rich that don't give a shit about me. But you know what? Being the mental gymnast that I am, I jump mental hurdles to survive. I think about things more. Even more than I already do. And you want to know something? You really want to know something that I realized today in my comfy ass bed that I got for free? Thanks, Jeff. You don't have rights. They don't exist. Okay, let me rephrase that. You might have rights. But I don't. I don't have any rights. Because I'm broke. And when you're broke, you don't have rights. You don't even have access to good doctors. You realize that if you don't have money, you don't have access to empathy? You get super sick one time. That's all it takes in America. You get sick once. You get throat cancer. You get a treatable skin disease or something. Snakes grow out of your eyeballs. I don't fucking know. Something. And then the 30, 40, 50 fucking years you end up working, go straight to fucking medical payments just to make some fucking pharmaceutical company even more money. I just have a real fucked up opinion about the whole pharmaceutical race anymore. And that's what it is. It's a fucking race. It's just who can make the next big pill that everyone's gonna want to have an addiction to for a while. You know, what is it? Oh, you have anxiety? Here's some Xannies. You have trouble paying attention? Have some Adderall, 6-year-old little boy. That's fucked up. But, you know, I won't lie. You know, the past 6, 7, 8, 9 months or whatever, I have had a problem focusing on stuff or getting stuff accomplished that I want to do, getting it finished anyway. Like, there's been a mental block. So I went and I saw a doctor about that shit. Because why the fuck not? You know, like I've never sought that. Why not? And the doctor puts me on this medication, and for the most part it's helping. Like, I'm getting a lot more done, as I'm sure you've noticed. But if it wasn't for Obamacare and I wasn't on my mom's insurance, thank the God that's not there. Ugh. I sound like one of those douchey atheists. My prescription would have been almost $450. That's almost $14 a pill. $14 a pill. Think about that for a moment. Just think about that for 1 second, about how fucked up that is. And there are people that have to do this all the fucking time. These doctors get people addicted to medications and then charge them out the fucking ass for it. Like, it all makes so much more sense to me now. You go get a shitty factory job because you're addicted to all these fucking drugs for no reason. There is a fucking illness for every quirk in the human experience. I've been to 3 different doctors and I've been suggested about probably 13 different medications. They say you have undiagnosed ADHD. They say, we don't know how you focused at all, period, in your life. You have some of the worst focusing abilities of any human being we've ever met. Really, that's what the nurse told me. I swear to you. I take this test of blinking lights, and then when it's over, somehow you're qualified to fucking tell me everything about me? And the craziest part is a lot of that shit was right. They knew me down to a T after that. They knew about my inability to keep a fucking clean room. The doctor says, now, I don't want you to take offense to what I'm about to say, but do you have the tendency to date loose women? That's all I fucking date. Maybe 1 or 2 women of all the women I've dated in my life aren't loose. Whatever the fuck that means. I assume it means, you know, only fucking you and not all your friends. In which case, yes, I date loose women. That's what I'm fucking saying. Because when I was a kid, they diagnosed me with ADHD and they wanted to put me on Ritalin. But my grandmother, luckily, was terrified of pills and putting kids on pills for being kids. She flat out told the doctor no. And you know, that might have been, in some ways, the wrong decision. Because yeah, later on I dropped out of high school. I had no ability to focus. I didn't care about things. But it would have killed my creativity, I guarantee it. The only reason I can do it, the only reason I feel like I can do this shit now, is because I've already done it. This is my mission now. I have a mission in my existence, and that is to make awesome shit forever. And just get better. So that's just stuck in my head, you know. I can't get that out at this point. It's there. But it fucks with my head real bad. Not the actual medication, but the fact that the doctor told me, we're giving you this stuff because this is what we give to children. We give this medication to kids. It does make you just sit in a spot and focus on what you're doing for a long period of time. I've learned more stuff in the last 2 months than I probably have in the last year. And that's fucking awesome for someone that's 23. Someone that's already had a childhood. But I see all these lethargic children that don't want to do anything but play video games. They just want to sit around. They don't want to learn how to ride a bike. They don't want to go outside. They don't want to have a fucking childhood. And I just thought that was a new generation of kids. But it's not. It's a new generation of medicine. And I can handle the effects of things because I've done drugs in the past. I know what to expect. But this stuff would have terrified the shit out of me when I was a kid. Just losing 7 hours out of the fucking day, randomly? Yeah, I probably would have stayed in school. But for what? At what fucking cost? What are these kids gonna grow up into? What are we gonna grow up into in a world that you have to be completely medicated out of your fucking mind to get anything accomplished? It's like that's the way we prepare kids for adulthood. Life is hard. Take some pills for it. There's a pill for fucking everything. And that's what I think about when I'm laying here in my awesome new bed. I think, where the fuck am I? What world am I living in? And why does it make me so fucking disgusted to be part of it on a daily basis? I feel like I'm getting better on a personal level. I feel like I'm making giant strides with things, honestly. I really do. But no fucking way am I gonna get a dependency on something that in 4 years you're gonna rape me for. Fuck you. The fact that there are any human beings left on Earth disputing socialized healthcare, let alone that it's a hot button issue in this fucking country, God, why are you people so goddamn dense? This is a problem. How is it legal that when you have insurance, a bottle of pills is $25, but when you don't, it's $450? It seems like everybody in this goddamn country is mad for the wrong reasons, and I can't handle it. I don't want to be in this country anymore. I don't feel like an American. I'm not proud to be an American. I'm not proud that we bully third world countries. The ideologies of America, what they are now, they don't represent me. We live in a system that is made to take people like me out early. In capitalistic America, money owns you. And you know, I know it's the same way everywhere else too, but it's not this fucking bad. The moment you capitalize and you make medicine and healthcare a capitalistic system and you give it that kind of structure, you are taking away its fundamental purpose. Period. So, instead of thinking about it, I'm gonna take my pink blanket. Haters gonna hate. Salvation Army find. Motherfuckers great. Anyway, this shit is comfy. I'm just gonna enjoy it. I can't change the world. I can't change anything. But I can change myself tomorrow. Morning, night, whatever the fuck.